going to do some stretching today, working with the foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, grab a ball, a tennis ball or a bigger ball, something you can massage your muscles with. So we'll go through a full body foam rolling, stretch, and then enjoy some range of motion stretches. So we're starting with our calves. I have both my legs down on the foam roller. And as I'm bending my knees, I'm turning my legs off to the side, off to the other side. There's many ways to do this. You can lift your hips off the ground and roll from the backs of your knees down to your ankles, which you get some added arm work in. There we go. And again, you can turn your legs off to one side, the outsides and the insides of your calves. You can also do this with one foot on the floor and roll the opposite leg. So whatever works best for you. Your body needs a good massage right now. A lot going on in our world and stress. It's good to optimize your immune system, and massage through foam rolling is a great way to do that. And if you're doing one leg at a time, of course, switch legs and you'll do your opposite leg. I appreciate all your comments that you leave me on YouTube. Thank you for watching all my videos. I appreciate it. So happy to keep you healthy and entertained while we're in our quarantine period. It's important to keep your body moving through the day for your mental health and your physical health. Okay, so after you've done your calves, we're going to move up to your hamstrings, and we'll start with both at the same time. So we're going to lift your hips off the ground and roll from the backs of your knees to your hips. I should say to your glutes, actually. So as you're rolling, you turn your legs outward, inward, so you'll get little outer thighs, a little more inner thighs. You can turn both legs off to one side. And of course, what you do to one side, you want to do to the other. So you can also do this with one leg. If you need that support on the ground, keep one foot on the floor. You'll lift your hips and roll. And the same thing, you'll turn your leg outward or inward. Okay, and then do the other leg. And you position it to whatever works best for you. Okay, and we're going to go up to your glutes now. So lift your hips. We're going to sit on the roller, and you'll roll from your hips, your very low back area, all the way down over your glutes. Good. Turn off to the side, get the side of your hip. This can be very meditative too, back and forth. I want to roll maybe 25-30 seconds over one area. And as you're rolling your body, you'll find sore spots that you didn't think were there. You might want to work on those a few extra seconds. You feel some knots, keep massaging them out. So after you've done each side of your hip, right over your glutes, we're going to go down to your middle back. So you can sit on the ground, put the roller right behind you, bend your knees and walk your feet in close to your body so you're able to lift your hips. I like to put my hands behind my head to support my neck, and you'll roll from your middle back to your shoulder blades. And you can adjust your feet. You're going to use your feet to push yourself back and forth. All the way down to your middle back, and then up to your shoulder blades. You can go past your shoulder blades towards your neck. Depending on the position of your arms, you'll be able to get into those shoulder blades. So as you move your arms around, you'll be able to get underneath that shoulder blade if that's bothering you. And hold your arms out to the side. But if you need that support for your neck, definitely hold your neck, support your neck. Always pushing myself up. Turn off to the side. Side of your shoulder. Off to the other side. A little bit of a twist in your waist when you do this. So after you've done your back, let's bring the roller back down to your feet. And it's better to do this without shoes on, so you can get that attachment from the roller to the bottoms of your feet. You're going to roll from your heels to your toes. Heels to toes. And roll your feet outward, get the outsides of your feet. Roll inward, getting the inside of your feet. You can also do 1 foot at a time if you'd like. And then you can go down into your Achilles tendon. If you have plantar fasciitis, this is very helpful. Roll from that Achilles down over the bottom of your foot. That's so good. You can also do this with a water bottle if you don't have a foam roller. Put a half water bottle in the freezer, get it nice and cold, and then roll it over your feet. Roll your feet over the water bottle. Or a ball, like I said, grab your tennis ball and just roll. Okay, so after we've done our feet, we're gonna roll onto our side. We're gonna do our IT band, which runs from your knee up to your hip. So you're gonna roll on your side the best you can. We're only doing one leg at a time, so you can keep the opposite leg on the floor, foot on the floor. And we're gonna roll from that hip down to your knee. You can come up onto your hand if you'd rather. Whatever position works best for you. Try to smile through this one. This one hurts. With all the walking we've been doing during this time, it's really important to massage out that IT band. And we're going to do the other side. So get that hip on the roller. And by coming up onto your hand, you can really judge how much pressure you put on the roller. If you want a little harder, let your body push down a little harder. If you want it concentrated, maybe you feel some knots in the upper part of that IT band. Stay on those knots, roll them out. Deep breath. Nice job. Good job. All right. Now we're going to roll our arm. So I like to lay on my side for this one. We're going to start with your hand. So we're going to put your hand on the roller and roll from your wrist to your fingertips. You can roll your hand outward and inward. Turn it over, roll the back of your hand. From here, we're going to go up into your forearm. So turn your arm over, roll to your elbow. Let's stop before you roll over your elbow. So wrist to elbow. And just put as much pressure as you're able to. And you can roll your arm over and get the back side. Sometimes it's shocking when you find sore muscles that you didn't know you had. Good. Okay, so after you've done your forearm, we're going to go up into your tricep and your bicep. So we're going to lay down on that roller. Turn your arm over so your palm is facing the ceiling. Roll that upper arm to your shoulder, all the way up to your shoulder. Then you can turn your arm over to the bottom part of your arm, going up into your armpit from your elbow. That's good. Good. Okay, and then from there, we're going to go down into your chest muscle. So I know you're all doing your push-ups and your planks while you're staying at home. So we got to roll out that chest muscle. It's working so hard. Deep breath. If it's real sore, just stay on it a little longer. Good. Okay, let's do the other arm. So we'll start with your hand, fingers to your wrist. Turning your hand outward and inward. can turn your hand over and get the back side of your hand. From here, let's go down to your wrist to your elbow. Wrist to elbow. Now, if you're using a ball, following along with me, and you're interested in getting a foam roller, you can order them online. I got mine from Amazon. If you want to do the back side of your forearm, turn your arm over. You know, Target, Walmart, all the athletic stores have them. Check their availability online. Good. Okay, let's go down to your upper arm, past your elbow, into your armpit area. Good. Yeah. As you're rolling your arm, turn it back a little bit. Get that top part of your bicep towards your shoulder. Turn your arm over. We're going to go towards your armpit, and then we're going to head down to your chest muscle. Yeah. Yeah, good. Just you judge how much pressure you want to put on that chest muscle. If it doesn't feel sore, you probably need to do some planks. Start those push-ups again. Good. All right, let's push yourself up. And then we're gonna put the roller down by your shins. So we're gonna get on our knees. I like to start on my knees with the roller down by my ankles. Okay, and you can be on your hands or your elbows, whichever you like. You're gonna pick your knees up and we're gonna roll your shins. So you'll come down into a plank and then bend your knees and roll to your ankles. Knees to ankles. Sneak your plank in here. Deep breath. Good. Good job. Okay, now we're going to move up to your quads. Stuck there. Okay. Come down to your elbows like you're in that plank position. We're going to use your body, use your arms and your upper body to roll down to your knees and then up to your pelvis. To your knees, don't roll over your knees. Stop right above your knees. Good. If you want a little more pressure, bend your knees. Yeah. Also, turn your legs outward and inward. Those quads. Nice job. All right, let's push yourself up off that roller. Now we're going to lay your neck on the roller. Turn all the way over, laying on your back. place your neck on that roller. We're going to give your neck a massage. Relax your arms. And start to turn your head side to side. Massaging your neck. If you feel sore spots or lumps, you can roll over them, stay on that side. Try to roll all the way back behind your ear. You can also look up to the ceiling, lifting your chin, and then bring your chin back down to your chest. You can do this as you turn your head off to the side. You can do this with your ball if you don't have a roller. Walk your feet a little closer to your body. You can keep your neck on the roller. Take both knees and lower them off to one side. Turning at your waist, take your opposite arm, stretch it back behind you. Big stretch. That's good. This is a good time to massage the side of your neck. You might feel some lumps there. Start to lift your knees back to the center. Walk your feet in a little closer to your body. And we're going to lower your knees off to the other side. Start to massage your neck off to that side. Begin to lift your knees back to the center. Walk your feet a little closer to your body. And if your neck is okay on the roller, keep it there. If not, you can remove the roller from your neck. I like the roller. We're going to lift your hips up off the ground just to open up your hip flexors. So just a little bridge, lifting your hips. And then lower. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Roll your hips up. And lower. One more time. Lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And lower your hips. Good. Stretch those flexors out for a second. Take one leg. We're going to cross it over the opposite leg. Put your hand on your knee and just push that knee open. Take your neck and start to massage your neck side to side. We're going to take the foot that's on the floor, hold on to that leg, pull it in towards you. Roll your ankle, wiggle your toes. And lengthen your legs straight up to the ceiling. So when you're pulling on your leg, pull with your biceps. Use your biceps. Keep your shoulders down. So if you're laying flat, your head is on the ground, relax your shoulders. Use your biceps. Release your leg, bend your knee, place that foot on the floor, uncross your leg. Let's cross the other leg over. Put your hand on your knee and push that knee out. If you still have your roller under your neck, you can massage your neck. Feels good just to turn your head side to side, stretching your muscles out. Let's hold on to the leg, the foot that's on the floor. Pull that leg in towards you. Roll your ankle, wiggle your toes. And lengthen your legs straight up. So watch those shoulders. Keep your shoulders down. You're pulling your leg with your biceps. Deep breath. Release your leg. Place your foot on the floor. Let's uncross your leg. We're going to bring both knees up to your chest. Let's start to rock on your hips. We're going to keep holding on to your legs. Lengthen your legs straight up to the ceiling. So the goal would be to keep your legs straight. If you have a little bit of a bend, that's okay. Just pull from that bend in your knee and try to push straight up with your heels. So we're lengthening from your heels, straight up. Big breath. Let's bend your knees all the way down to your chest. Take a deep breath. Now we're going to push up with your heels. Lengthen your legs. Inhale as you bend your knees. So each time, let's try to straighten your legs a little longer. Bend your knees. Pulling your abs down. Lengthen your legs. Inhale, bend your knees. Good. Try to lengthen a little bit longer. Straight up. And down. One more time. Straight up, lengthen, push with your heels. Good. And bend your knees all the way down. Start to lower your feet to the floor. Nice job. Walk your feet in nice and close to your body. Rest your arms on the mat. And just tip your hips up off the floor. So we're going to stretch those hip flexors again. Just hold it there, just your hips. Squeeze your glutes. Start to lower your hips. Take a deep breath. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Make sure you're lifting equally on both sides. Your hips are flat across. Big breath. Roll up. And roll back down. Good. One more time. Roll up. Open up your hips. And roll down. Nice job. Let's lengthen one leg straight up to the ceiling. We're going to keep this leg straight and bring it across your bent leg. And hold it right there. You can use your hand. Just hold it there. You want to stabilize your hips the best you can so you're not twisting your whole body, keeping your hips down. Just move that leg across your bent knee. Deep breath. Now we're going to take your straight leg to the ceiling and then off to the other side, all the way down to the floor. So this time your opposite hip will come off the mat. Good, all the way down to the floor. Now with your hand, if you can hold on to that leg, hold on to it and try to pull it up towards your shoulder a little bit farther. Good. Deep breath. Try to relax your hip so you don't get a cramp. Good. And let's engage your core. Pull your tummy in tight. We're going to lift your straight leg up to the ceiling and then bend that knee down to your chest. Good. Pull it in. Wiggle your toes. Place that foot on the floor. Take your other leg straight up to the ceiling. Keep your legs straight. Hips are stable. We're going to take your straight leg across your opposite knee. Hold it right there. Take a deep breath. Keep this leg straight, bring it to the ceiling, and start to lower your leg to the outside of your body all the way down to the floor. Your opposite hip will leave the mat. Rest that leg down. So if you can, take your hand, you can hold onto your leg and pull your leg up. Now if you have a band or a tie, you can also put it around your leg and pull. Hold that stretch. Try to relax your hip. Deep breath. Begin to engage your belly. We're going to use your abs. Lift your straight leg all the way to the ceiling. Your hips are stable to the floor. Bend your knee. Hug your knee. Good. Wiggle those toes. Let's bring your other knee to your chest. Rock on your hips. And from here, we're going to begin to circle your legs from your hip flexors. Big breath. Make your circle as wide as you would like. Open your hips. Let's start to reverse your circle the other direction. We're all doing different types of exercise than we normally do. It's good to keep your hips moving and stretched out. Whether you're walking more or sitting more, stretch our hips. All right, bring your legs together. Good. Rest your arms to the floor. Keep your abs pulled in tight. Your knees are going to stay bent. We're going to lower one foot to the floor. Pointing your foot, you're going to touch your toes. Lift your knee back to your chest and switch legs. Touch your toes to the floor. Lift that knee, switching legs. Keep your back laying flat. Your abs pulled in tight. Toes. Lift your knees to your chest. Good. Point your foot. Touch your toes. Deep breath. Toes. Toes. Don't let your abs go. Keep them pulled in. One more each leg. Toes, toes. We're going to stop with your knees into your chest. Flex your feet. Same thing. Now we're going to touch your heel to the floor. Lift your knee, switch, touch your heel. Heel. Big breath. Keep that neutral spine to the floor. Nice job. One more each leg. Heel, heel, and rest your feet to the floor. Walk your feet in nice and close. Good. We're going to lift your hips off the mat. Squeeze your glutes. Just hold it there. Open up your hip flexors. Good. Check those hips. Make sure they're flat across. And lower your hips. Take another deep breath. Lift. And lower. Big breath. Lift. And lower. Good job. Good. Okay, turn to the side. Push yourself up. And we're going to roll all the way over to your stomach. Lay on your belly. Keep your arms out in front of you. Rest your forehead on your arms. You're going to bend both knees. Take a deep breath. You're going to engage your belly. Scoop it in nice and tight. Take one leg. And we're going to lift your knee off the mat, off the floor. Lower that knee. Same leg. Deep breath. Lift. And lower. Start to engage your glute. Lift with your hamstring. Exhale, lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. One more. You're going to keep this knee bent and start with the other leg. Take a deep breath. Lift and lower. Big squeeze with your glute. Engage your core. Keep your abs pulled in tight. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. One more time. Lift and lower. Nice job. Okay, now we're going to widen your knees. Bring your feet together so they're touching. Keep some part of your feet touching, your toes or your heels. Rest your forehead on your hands. Start to pull your abs in tight. And lift both knees, squeezing your glutes. Lift with your hamstring. Inhale, lower your knees. Exhale, lift. So you want to bring your feet straight up to the ceiling. Straight up to the ceiling. Lift and lower. Lift straight up and lower. Good job. Straight up and lower. Abs in tight. Two more. Lift and lower. One more time. Lift and lower. Good. Rest your legs. We're going to keep your legs opened into a V. Take a deep breath. Lift one leg up off the floor and bend your knee. Lengthen your leg and rest to the floor. Other leg, lift it straight up. Bend your knee. Lengthen and lower. Switching legs. Lift straight up. Bend your knee. Lengthen and straight down. Good. Resting your forehead. Lift straight up. Bend your knee. Lengthen and down. Good. Switch legs. Big breath. You want to lift and lengthen. Nice. Lift. Long leg. And rest. We got one more each leg. Lift. Bend your knee. Lengthen and down. One more. And rest your leg. Good job. You can walk your feet a little closer together. We're going to take both arms and reach straight out in front of you. Big stretch. Pull your body apart. Walk your legs out from your hips. Big stretch. Big breath. Rest your head between your arms. And then just start to slide your arms underneath you so your elbows are under your shoulders. Now we're going to take one arm and we're going to reach across your opposite arm and lay on that shoulder. Try to rest your head to the floor if you can. Take a deep breath. Start to push your body up off that arm and bring that elbow underneath your shoulder. Take your other arm, reaching over your opposite arm, and rest your shoulder to the floor. Take a deep breath. Push yourself up. Return your elbow underneath your shoulder. Now we're going to take both arms and we're going to cross them underneath your chest. As you cross your arms, try to lengthen your arms. And we're going to rest down on your arms the best you can. Take a deep breath. Nice job. Now the longer you hold it here, the more relaxed you can get, and try to stretch down a little deeper. Now let's push up and then switch. So we're going to lengthen your arms. And then rest down over your arms. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. Deep breath. Really opens up the backs of your shoulders. All right, let's slide back up. Return your hands underneath, your elbows under your shoulders, sorry. Hands on the floor, palms are flat. Now we're going to keep your palms down on the floor. Squeeze your legs together. Start to pull your abs in tight. We're going to push flat palms, lifting your chest. So just lift as far as you're able to. You're going to feel that lower back. Nice and slow, bending at your elbows. Lower your elbows to the floor. Keep your palms flat, squeezing your legs together. Take a deep breath and lift. push with your palms. Neck is long, shoulders down. Feel those glutes. And lower. Good job. Take a deep breath. Let's do it again. Push with your palms. Lower your elbows. Last time. Nice work. Pushing with your palms. Long neck, shoulders down. Squeeze your legs together. And lower your elbows. Good job. Now we're going to slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your elbows in close to your body. Start to lift your chest, pushing with your palms. Lift your hips, bend your knees, roll back into child's pose. Relax your neck. You can open your knees apart. Rest your chest between your legs. Begin to roll up. Take your time, nice and slow. Your legs back together. Thank you for stretching with me today. Stay well, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.